Previously on. Okay, so Evelyn Deane was basically lured into Blake Manor. So the bedroom, we pretty much know what it is. I think it's 15, sorry. Because this one was missing. Oh, Miss Barbosa. Does she even know Evelyn Deane? Don't know, and all you don't like her. She's like a spy or a thief, or maybe she has spies or thieves in her employ. And okay, Cathal Amira. Oh, see, Cathal's just this horny dude. To break him worse than his horse riding accident.
Snoop! Oh, if you see that lazy porter, tell him I want my telegram.
Fallen telegram. Okay, addressed to Miss Barbosa. In truth, I do not care much of your ghost stories. We have plenty back home, but this hotel has a lot of records. I'm researching everything I can. Doors will close at 10 minutes past there. Damn it. Okay, just didn't make it. Okay, who's in the library? Percival Blake. Let's read about him. Some annotations suggest that he didn't drown in the tsunami more than he was drowned during it. It seems he was not popular with the people around him. 1744, a scullery maid went missing. Rumors suggest that she had rejected the advances he made. Her fiancé came from a nearby village to find her, and he too wasn't heard from again. Wilhelmina Blake. In the months leading to her disappearance, she developed a keen interest in Egyptology after her uncle gifted her an ancient vase he recovered during an expedition in Giza. So that's the vase from the painting. Her whereabouts and fate remain unknown. The scars throw it off, but she's basically a researcher, librarian of sorts.
I know I had it just a few days ago, but now it's nowhere to be found. Without it, damn it! I'm at a dead end. Would you tell me if you see it? It's a book on local land records from late last century.
But that's pretty much her motivation. And she won't talk until we find that book. Let's look up the veil in Irish mythology. Barrier between the living and the dead. Times and places when the veil thins. The veil may be thin in places that have seen great tragedy or in places of magical significance. Obviously, Blake Manor is a bit of both. As for time, it's known that the veil is thinnest on All Hallows Eve. Is Susanne, pronounced as Samhain, believed to be born of a pagan tradition. The festival represents a time in the year where the boundaries between the mundane and the other world will weaken. Okay, so we'll look for that book. I assume things will open up once you find your book. Bar's not open yet. Supply closet. What is in here? So same schedule. Don't cross. So same schedule. Don't cross a key. Okay, I need the key. Should open any of the bedrooms leading off the atrium. Use this to open Miss Erickson, Miss Barbosa, Mr. Toussaint, Miss Mantovani's, and Mr. Scare's rooms. You creepy fucker. Rough stone cross, reddish stains or rust, at least I pray they are. Otherwise I need to ask why it's lying amidst the housekeeper's effects. Oh, this creepy wheelchair. Wheels are worn, but the seat itself looks new. Perhaps it's been refurbished. Oh, crumpled up note. Where did I leave that damn Bible? And a follow-up note. Of course, I left it handy for Mass on a Sunday. Some toys, presumably Walter's. Blocks, bolstering dog, and an encyclopedia of undead creatures with vampires bookmark. Okay, what these symbols mean is a combination. Okay, not yet. Okay, so there's a bunch of... I think they're card symbols, right? Yeah, well, not cards. We'll get back to that. Okay, so I tried to see if there's new dialogue options for Miss Barbosa, Ines Barbosa, and Quarantinquin came up. Now, they're both looking for the same general information. Ines wants information about her father. Quinn wants information about something.
I have to be off.
Sure.
Something about the area. Now here's the thing. Ines might have the book that Quinn knows, or Quinn's looking for. We're gonna look for it. You know what? Since Mr. Toussaint's not here, how about we fucking enter? Okay, you know what? I think we have a lot of letters, and this one says experiment 04B, still unsuccessful. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, find hypnotic music, research lucid dreaming, find a way to revisit the dream, and this other thing. I've managed to deduce lucid dream states, but they have not been the same dreams I have at night during real sleep. None of the corridor sigils or standing stones from my nightly dreams. Why is this? It's the veil. The veil is time sensitive. Time and place sensitive. My technique is as the research directs comfortable and safe space and suitable music. Could it be because I find myself here in an unfamiliar place? Could that be the start of my attempt? I'm sure now that there is a shared dream being experienced here, but what is it trying to convey and how can I find out? If only there were a way I could revisit and explore the dream itself. Try this lucid dreaming. Shared dream itself could be the anchor needed to focus on my dream. Steen's journal could represent that. And obviously I'm gonna check the notes. A letter from a solicitor advising Mr. Toussaint that there's no formal way to defect from the church and declare himself an atheist. Okay, bro. Nor is there any means to sue for wrongdoing suffered in their case, as no record was kept nor witness found in the relation to the exorcism. So, and a letter to Mr. Toussaint from another member of the Society of Psychical Research, urging him to reconsider his hardline stance against the use of magical practices in his work, saying a knowledge of the enemy's tools can help us fight them. Given where I found this, it does not seem to be moved by their argument. Oh yeah, he's a bit of an edgelord. Okay, so there's a recording here for the gramophone that my room has. No record. Mr. Toussaint has that record, and we're just taking it. Apparently, we're just taking it onto Vani's bedroom. Doesn't seem like anyone's inside. Erickson's bedroom. Mr. Scarrett's bedroom, okay. Miss Barbosa's bedroom. Obviously, she's down there. We're breaking and entering. Yeah, and perfect. She's gonna be in the walled garden by 12 p.m. So there's no way in hell she's coming in here. Don't just look at her drawers. Okay, book. Here's the thing. Book appears to have been read many times. Doesn't say anything. Okay, land records book. This is the one that Ines got from Miss Quinn. Okay, so a bunch of books that don't really have any theme. Schedule, pretty much there. Lockbox, okay. We're gonna get to that in a minute. First, medium boot. And it's 12. Okay, what's this? Travel documents. From Brazil in March of this year, arrived in Lisbon in June. Worked her way up to Ireland over 3 months. In Ireland for about 6 weeks before the event. She's like fresh off the boat. Okay. Now, lockbox. I remember this iPad game. Watch. Okay, so this changes things. You couldn't do this in the iPad version. Reset. Oh, dude, fuck. Easy. Okay, let's see what you got. Photograph of a younger Ines with a woman who bears striking resemblance to her. Her mother, perhaps? Burial record from last year is mostly in Portuguese, but I can make out. It seems to be for Miss Barbosa's mother. The only thing of note here is the following. Why do my dreams have stuck me in this place, endless halls and confusing doors? I want to get out, but I cannot. The night the dream does not wake me. I end up in the seance. I think it's my father there. Okay. Yeah, people are being drawn into the seance. Mr. Dupre is being drawn back to his place in New Orleans. Ines has been being drawn to the seance itself, maybe because of her father. Toussaint, pretty much the same thing, being drawn here. We gotta find him. Ask him about the dreams. Oh, and someone's talking.
Oh, please.
Leviticus 20:27. Oh, What the hell is in there? A man or woman who is a medium or spiritist among you must be put to death. If you're a stone to them, their blood will be on their own heads. Okay, so this is probably the doings of the priest.
You think this is the first time I have had scripture nailed to my door? And Leviticus 20:27? This is not even original. I think I know who did this. I will have to talk with her.
Her?
But for now, I need a moment to sit.
Oh, that's interesting. What's the cough for? Clear summoning this hotel as bad blood with Miss Mantovani. She thinks it's a woman. Could it even be Miss Deane? That knife, something tells me they're not likely gonna stop at threats. Okay, we're gonna eavesdrop right beneath this banister. Or behind
What do
it.
you make of this then, sir?
I was rather hoping you might be able to tell me.
I've not the faintest, but I noticed that it's finally gone down.
Has it now?
Aye, sir. It's been climbing all week, but finally went the other way this morning.
How odd. I wonder what caused that.
Not me. 100% not me. What's up with you guys? Okay, he's either recently been moving around in old spaces or he has not cleaned his suit in a while. Stained hands with something, cannot tell what. And her. St. Bridget's cross and knowing smile. She knows more about those around her than they would like. Oh, this is gonna get juicy. But first, Mr. Coventry.
Ah, good day. I don't believe we've met. My name is Simon Coventry. I'm a jeweller from London. Who might you be?
Ward, sir. Pleased to meet you.
No, very pleased to meet you, I'm sure. This is my first séance, and I must say that everyone is so very interesting.
Well, I hope not to disappoint.
I'm sure you won't, dear boy. Now, can I help you?
Yeah. Jeweler, you say? Well, first, tell me about yourself. Okay, I'm an aging jeweler, on par with many other guests here. Love a good read, even at my age. Can recall a fair bit of most I've taken in. It's left me something of an armchair historian. If it concerns Britain or Ireland in the past 500 years, I can like to tell you about it. In fact, giving talk tomorrow on the history of the region at 5 p.m. So okay. He's the resident historian, more or less. Jeweler, you said. I am, rather I was. Ended up in London alone as a young lad. Nothing to my name, but my mother loved jewels, and so as a result, I did. Found work cleaning at a shop at first. I was a well-spoken lad, and me myself. So, time I was raised to sales. Pretty much ended up with his own shop in London. Sold when my wife passed, and it didn't fill me in the same way it did before that. Wife recently died, Lillian, earlier this year. She turned quickly. We had access to doctors, but we could do little to ease her suffering. Her illness took everything from me. At little I had left, spent to come here in the hope that the claims about the seances are true. I could see her. Okay, so that's his motivation for this place. So, stained hands first. Working on some pieces in my room before I stepped out. Should have covered a... Okay, so that's just... And I assume the dust is because he does not... Oh, he's talking shit about the housekeeper who's literally, like, right there. Okay, get your schedule. Strange dreams. Any chance you had those? Nothing interesting. Okay, so the dreams pick people. Yeah. Seen any strange occurrences yet? Probably nothing. Sometimes I do think that there are more crows around here than there should be. Crows. Okay, so they have some kind of significance. This manor is haunted. Have you seen anything of the type? Sometimes I hear people talking before I walk into my room. There's no one there, of course, and it seems to be the same conversation each time. Yeah, the veil is definitely weak over here. Evelyn Deane, you know anything about her? Every time I see her, she's exhausted from her day. Suppose this is an important event for her, even though I don't know that woman. I can tell she's a big fish in this pond. I'm sure she'll find time for me by the time this is all over. That is, before we go, strange device. What do you know about that? Told it measures our readiness for the seance. How, I do not know. Now it's decreasing. I hope that isn't anything to worry about.
Good day, sir.
Good day, and it definitely
And to
is.
you.
Now, Miss Joyce, knower of all things, what do you know?
Hello. Declan Ward, miss. Pleased to meet you.
Oh, God bless you, sir. It isn't often someone introduces themselves to the help. Caitlin Joyce, I'm the housekeeper here. If there's anything you need, just come right to me.
Oh, well, thank you, Mrs. Joyce.
Nonsense, Lord knows. We could use someone normal at this damnable seance. Why the Marquess saw fit to risk our immortal souls bringing that Satanism here is beyond me. Why, I've half a mind to...
Okay, so she could literally be the person who nailed that thing with Leviticus, because like the knife. Mantovani said she against the whole Satanism thing.
Oh, don't mind me, sir. Just getting crotchety in my old age.
We're gonna have fun, aren't we, Mrs. Joyce? Tell me about yourself. Don't know what to say. Came to work here not long after it opened as a hotel. Husband passed away some time ago. The good Lord never saw fit to give graces with children, so most of my life's in this place. Simon Coventry. I would have gotten the chance where he's not so busy luring Miss Deane to his quarrel. Oh, okay. At least he has the decency to look ordinary. I understand what he wants with this seance, really. I hope he comes to his senses and leaves. And obviously, you have a bit of a smile. Little gets past you around here. Oh, no more than any housekeeper. All sorts of little insights into the guests, you know. Right you are. What do you know about Miss Mantovani? Steer clear from that woman, that wretched woman. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. You need something? Oh yeah, she fucking hates her guts. Don't cross, not yet. Miss Deane? Heard Miss Deane was personally invited to the seance. She must be very well respected. If she were, Marquess Blake never mentioned it. Between you and me, I hope he's ashamed of himself. Can you imagine inviting people into a cult? Oh yeah, she's super fucking Catholic. Now, timetable. Got her schedule. Now we're literally downloading every bit of dirt. Miss Deane's room. Corshew's room. Yeah, cannot remember. Called it. Missing doorway. Tell me about that. It's on my road to assure. Reminds me of... Oh, sir, I wish you'd said nothing. You brought back a terrible, sad story for me. How the master can leave a portrait out of that man after what he did to those two. I won't go near the East Tower, lest I have to. Even thinking about it gives me the chills. Please, can we speak of something else? Can you tell me about Quarantine Quinn? All that time in the library can't be good for her. Poor girl can't possibly understand what dangers she's filling her head with, and why doesn't she have a chaperone? It's only proper for a young lady of her station, and I don't see any wedding. And Ines? Can you tell me about her? Woman is hiding something, mark my words, barely words she has for me. And why come here from so far away? At least that Mantovani hasn't gotten her claws into her yet. Seamus Doyle. Okay, between you and me, sir, you could do with half a mind more on his work. Always has that look about him too. It's like paining him to talk to you. Even more so with Miss Deane, I swear he was sweet on her. He's a good lad though, good with Cersei too. The poor girl's a nervous wreck now, but you should have seen her a year ago. I think he's coaxing her out of her shell slowly, man. It'd be a dear thing if he weren't teaching her how to pick her too. So this guy's just negative vortex in people. Can you tell me about the strange device in the atrium? Besides being unsightly, who knows? Strange dream? I'd rather not. Well, sometimes I think I'm walking through the gardens, truly believing it. Then I had this urge to look back at the manor. And now I know not to look, but I can't fight it, and I wish I could. The windows are all black, save for those red eyes looking down on me every window, hiding a horrific figure. Then thank the Lord I snap awake in tangled sheets. So it's similar, but... well, it's close, but not similar. Cathalomira, what can you tell me about him? Can't believe he's mixed up in all of this. I heard he speaks with angels. Hope they've been sent to him by God, not the devil. Doesn't know about the whole deal with him. And Miss Deane? Cross. Accidentally stumbled into the broom closet closet recently and noticed a stone cross with a clean trolley. That'll be mine, of course. It's broken off of an old statue that was being tossed out, and I thought it would go to waste. Be a shame about those red stains, though, isn't it? That's only rust. Okay, so that's I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, that confirms that she's been putting the St. Bridget's cross out for protection. And Evelyn Deane, we haven't talked about Evelyn Deane yet. I don't know her, of course. It's her first time coming to the hotel, but she seems like such a sweet girl. It's a sin we've allowed her to be at this ungodly thing. She's just a good girl who fell in with the wrong crowd. Mark my words. Gotta smell for these things. A little quiet time with God is all she needs. Maybe that will make her think twice about going into Mr. Coventry's room every other day. We are gonna check that out.
I'll be off.
God bless you, sir.
I should close off the mystery of Miss Deane's bedroom. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
Okay, but first, yeah, Mr. Coventry, where are you sleeping? Okay, so unused rooms are open. Let's check number 7. And there's a key here. Master key for all bedrooms in the northeast corridor for use by the staff. Gotcha. Floorboards is coming up here, but it's still secure, and it's been a while since this bed was moved. The sheets are messy and the bed has hastily made. I suspect the housekeeper did not do this. Is there anything in the chimney? Burnt scraps, paper remain. Enough that I can manage to make out the message. Meet me in room 7 after your bar shift and steal us some wine. So, that's Seamus Doyle. Oh! Seamus and Saoirse is. Could be fucking. Cobweb, place hasn't been dusted for a while, and pile of old ashes. Not sure that this is Miss Deane's room. No, this is definitely not Miss Deane's room. This is the fuck room. Okay, before we check Mr. Dupre. Okay, we're breaking in. Okay, so there's a ticket with a sigil on the back, like the ones from his dream. We're definitely going to be asking him about that. Drawings. They look like Evelyn Deane.